You know, I know, and I feel for the parents very much, but I'd like to know what answer are we going to give the parents that come to us and say, my child needs help, he's failing, I need the help this year, what shall I do? I need the question, I need the answer. What happens when the child comes to me and says, I'm failing, I need the help. You're not allowing me to get the help, the money is there, you're not allowing me to do it. What answer do I give as a board, as a member of the board who's here to help to educate the children? That's all it's about. It's not about changing teachers, not changing teachers. It's about helping the children that are failing. These children are failing. I have no answer to that.
Through the chair and myself, I will share with you that, using the metaphor, they say that, Rome was not built in a day. And I'm sure that this community is understanding, instead of us always with this quick fix attitude, I believe that this community, I'm pretty sure that the community that I dwell in every day, that I would be able to, that I have people knocking on my doors regularly, that I visit in the shop right on a regular basis, would very much understand us creating a process that creates continuity in class, that's well thought out, and that has a plan in place. As if all of our children, I think what we're doing in some other areas, I think that their questions will be a whole lot larger, as in, how could we even imagine creating a budget that's not going to be supportive of increasing teaching, or let alone having the same number of teachers and staff. What I'm talking about is us being able to think outside the box. That's all I'm asking this board to do. I don't believe that it is such a hard thing, and it does baffle me the hesitancy and almost, I don't know the words, but I was just hoping that we would really look at this from the same perspective and through the same lenses that we looked at it for the budgetary concerns, for some other concerns. And we do have an opportunity here, and I would implore this board to do the right thing.
Through the chair, I think that most of the board members are looking at it through the prism of what how Ms. Lydia Silver presented this school-wide program. And to them, and myself included, what it sounds to me like is that we can include a lot more students being able to get the special education that they need, as opposed to if we postpone it for another year. And when you're looking at the children and the special ed needs in all communities, I think that the children will benefit a lot, and the students.
Through the chair.
Yeah, go ahead.
I can't sit here, as Mr. Alvin has reminded me, I can't sit here. Special ed is such a sexy topic. When you want to use it as a flag, you use it, and when you want to use it as a shield. Let me make it clear so we're all clear, and I know this is not known by all. If a child's IEP, which is the, let's say, contract, says paraprofessional, whether it be individual or classroom, that is not going to be affected either way by this vote, because that child, and I am a parent advocate, which is why another district is hiring me next week, okay? The fact is that we are all parent advocates, but I want to make it clear, the board should be doing what the parents want, sir, in this side of town.
I agree.
But the fact is that please don't confuse this, and Ms. Silva, correct me, legally, if a child's IEP says para, he or she is getting a para. That has nothing to do with school-wide.
No, it does not.
So,
there is no wiggle room there. If an IEP calls for a para, the child must get a para.
I think we're mixing words here.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I understand. All I'm saying is we all know that positions are there. We're talking about people that have given continuity to the kids. We're talking about continuing to be able to reach those kids. Obviously, there's something that I don't know or understand that creates this large hesitancy with the remainder of my board members. From what I understood, that the biggest thing is that these paras who are in the public school, serving the public school children, who needed to be highly qualified, I don't believe they have the same exact qualifications that you have to have when you're not in public education. So I'm not sure what the hesitancy truly is, because irregardless, if we're training people and getting them in place, some of the same things that can occur, we have the ability to begin to do there's something else, and it'd be better if we just all said it as it were. And I'm actually not going to speak anymore because it's in the second, and you have the responsibility of vote. But all I say is this: we often defer to our educational leader when it benefits us. But when it didn't benefit us, when she decided that the budget wasn't appropriate, it's quite ironic that in that respect, we didn't exactly refer to her. So I am not the educational leader now. That's why I've been getting upset, because if we're going to do it one way, we might as well go ahead and stay the course. Let's stay online. We don't always do exactly what our educational leader says, so why can't we, in this particular instance, go outside of those lines? Because we heard what the families have said, we heard what the community said, we heard the parents, we heard the countless people that have worked with them, we heard about the children, and we claim to love children, and we claim to not want to hurt them. And I'm here to tell you, anytime you change a child's primary person, you hurt them. You hurt them severely. Give them a chance to adjust and process the transition. Not say, all the parents are not going to pass the test. I'm sorry to say. Love them all. I wish all 62 would do it. It just doesn't work that way. But the better time, the more time we give, the better chance we give. And I believe that we give an opportunity. So, no one else has anything, and if anybody does, fine. But I guess it's a big call.
Mr. Fink?
No.
Mrs. Gonzalez?
Yes.
Mr. Brunhut?
No.
Mrs. McKeo?
Yes.
Mr. Oestreicher?
I believe I made my logical, and I'm going to stay with my vote and make my statement, that's no.
Mr. Seidler?
Abstain.
Mr. Silver?
No.
Mr. Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Slotkin?
No.
My motion stands locked.
Through the chair, I just want to restate my personal opinion.
You don't want to hear it.
Not about this, I know this is voted on, but I personally take offended of somebody bringing up repetitive motions. I think that there's a political agenda involved, and I don't Again, I don't think we should be having repetitive motions on this.
Well, once you have the ability to make a policy that permits it, then we'll be able to deal with that. But at this point, you do not. So I'm glad that I'm sorry you said that. Every time for the remainder of the year, then I can do so. Unless you can exactly.
We do have a policy.
Okay.
We do have a policy.
Well, let's get it. I'm not telling anybody off. Well, I won't make that motion when we talk about the budget. One what? No? All right.
Shall I read the next name, Mr. President?
I asked you if you were done. I didn't mean-
No, you didn't ask me. Actually, you made your motion. Rose Rivera.
Hello, good evening. I just want to make a comment before I ask my questions. I migrated here from the Bronx. I was born and raised here. I'm a product of the public school system. And I came here and I raised my 5 children, and they all went to Lakewood Public Schools, where I'm proud to say they all graduated high honors and are semi-professional and doing well. And I'm proud to have been working here in the Lakewood school system as a paraprofessional for over 20 years. My question refers to page 7 on item number 3. I would like some clarification exactly what is a consulting instructional aid. Is that different from a paraprofessional? And I guess I presume, because I don't want to assume this person is highly qualified as well. Somebody? Can you hear me? Yeah.